Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's a pleasure and honor for me to be with our Muslim brothers and sisters there, our Indian brothers and sisters.
Yes, Vidi.
Well, Islamic author who has written more than 300 books, translated to 75 languages. And I've been with Brother Harun Yahya, whose real name is Adnan Oktar, for more than 15 years, struggling in the way of Allah to spread the truth of Islam all around the world. And Mr. Harun Yahya attaches much importance against Darwinism and materialism, which are the ideological foundation of the corruption.
Doctor, you lectured for the conference on Islam and Science at Auckland Uni. So please tell us about these conferences, your impressions and etc.
Yeah, we had conferences, as you stated, in the Auckland University in July. It was a great pleasure and honor against scientific refutation of Darwinism and materialism, and also about the miracles of the Quran and there were also non-Muslim people also, but we definitely convinced against scientific refutation of Darwinism, and also that Darwinism brought to the humanity. So it was a great based on the Quran and the Hadith also.
Doctor, what Muslims do to defend the true morals of Islam?
Seek refuge in Allah from a cursed Satan. Allah says for the Muslims to enjoin the right and forbid the wrong. That is the duty of the Muslims. So wherever we look in the world, we see that there is corruption and Muslims are being oppressed all around the world. In Afghanistan, for example, in the Pakistan, in the Chechnya, in Palestine, wherever we look, East Turkestan, that seeing that Muslims are being oppressed because Darwinism and materialism controlled the Islamic world and Muslims got separated. So what our duty is, the important solution, the unity of Islam. We have to unite because Allah orders us in the Quran, hold fast to the rope of Allah and do not separate, Allah says. Rope of Allah is the Quran. Allah says hold fast to the Quran and do not separate. Separation is haram. So every day we spend in separation is haram. But however, the unity of Islam will solve all the problems all around the world. It will stop democracy, freedom of thought, technology, science, and wealth to the entire world, not only the Islamic world, but the entire world. Religious obligation of our times. So we also do because Darwinism has been the ideological foundation, and scientifically it is wrong. Scientific evidences the impossibility of the protein other proteins enzymes must exist that defeats Darwinism very fundamentally, and there are 350 million fossils which refute Darwinism and shows us species appear abruptly complete and perfectly formed, and there are no transitional forms which are required by evolution. There are no transitions between the species. That is a deadly blow to Darwinism. Of the progress, these concepts were taken from Darwinism and applied into communism, fascism, anarchism, terrorism, and racism. So if we eradicate Darwinism and materialism scientifically, religious morality will prevail. The morality of the Islam, as you know, from the word slim, which means peace. Real democracy in the essence of the Islam. Allah says there is no compulsion in religion, Allah says. So that means we cannot force anybody to believe in anything. However, we teach scientifically the evidences which eradicates these religious philosophies and truth of Islam. But whether these people believe or not is not our obligation.
Doctor, you must be visiting throughout the world.
I'm sorry?
You must be visiting different countries throughout the world.
Yes, I've given more than 1,000 conferences on behalf of Mr. Harun Yahya, and in the United States, for example, in many other countries, New Zealand, Israel, to we struggle very hardly with scientific evidences against Darwinism and materialism, and also give the conferences about the science leading to faith, about miracles of the Quran, and also the topics for
Very important question. Other religion.
Well, the other religions, two divine religions, which were revealed by Allah, the Bible and the Torah, which were revealed by Allah, people of the book in the Quran. In the Quran, with the people of the book, this is because the members of these two religions, Judaism and Christianity, were given divine books, Torah and the Gospel, which are stated. There are parts of the Torah and the Bible which are compatible with Judaism and Christianity as divinely revealed religions. In fact, Allah says in one verse in the Quran, I seek refuge in Allah from a curse Satan. Those with faith, those who are Jews, Christians, and Sabians, all who believe in Allah and the last day, and act rightly will have their reward with their Lord. They will feel no fear and will know no sorrow. So Allah says, there are verse Allah says, they are not all the same. They recite the signs of Allah throughout the night. There are sincere believers among the Christians and the Jews. So in the Quran, Allah says, we believe what were revealed to them, the Bible and the Torah, original Bible and the Torah, which were revealed to them. So we love the same prophets. We love Moses alayhi salam, we love Solomon, we love Abraham, Jacob, believe in the same Allah. So there are common beliefs. And Allah says in another verse, we have faith in what has been sent down to us and what was sent down to you. Our Allah and your Allah are one, and we submit to Him. Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 46. So that means we have a lot of common, inshallah. And in fact, Allah protects the places where Allah's churches, synagogues, and mosques are the places from the life of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At his time, for example, with the Constitution of Medina, the people of the book were under protection of the Muslims. The synagogues were under the protection of the Muslims, and the churches were under the protection of the Muslims. And also in the Quran, Allah allows Muslim men to marry Jewish women. So we can have families with them, and we can socialize with them, because Allah says we can eat their meals. Of course, we don't eat pork and any animal sacrifice not in the name of Allah, of course. But we can eat their meals. So of course, that means we are in very good relation. We become. In fact, our Prophet had relation with them. We respect them. We protect them. Whenever when we establish the Islamic unity, that will include also Israel, Russia, and Armenia, inshallah. So we will be in good relation.
Having you in my program, any message for the Muslims?
Inshallah, we are living in very good times, inshallah. With the eradication of Darwinism and materialism, because Mr. Harun Yahya, Brother Harun Yahya, and if you go to his website, harunyahya.com, www.harunyahya. So we will see, inshallah, because of the works of Harun scientifically, and it's the entire world, because of Darwinism, 2 million people were killed. However, with the eradication of these irreligious philosophies, there will be religious morality. World, inshallah. So we will live in good relation with Christians and Jews, inshallah, and Islamic morality will dominate the world. And these days are, Allah knows the truth, is mostly 10 years, inshallah, we will see these days.
Dr. Babuna, thanks for your time. Thanks for your precious time. I know you are a very busy person.
Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. It was a pleasure, and inshallah. And I sent salam of Brother Harun Yahya, Mr. Adnan Oktar, to all our Muslim brothers and sisters there.